Imagine this. You wake up one morning and everything is still. No wind. No sunrise moving across the horizon. No sense of motion at all. It feels calm. Too calm. But within seconds, that calm turns into the greatest catastrophe our planet has ever seen. Because the Earth has just stopped spinning. Hey everyone. Welcome back to Curiosity Echo, where we explore the strangest, most mind-bending questions in the universe. Today, we're diving into one that's both terrifying and fascinating. What would really happen if Earth suddenly stopped rotating? And trust me, this isn't the kind of disaster movie you want to live through. Before we spin too far off, pun intended, if you love exploring cosmic what-ifs, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next mind-twisting journey through space. All right, buckle up. Let's start with a simple fact. Because things are about to get chaotic. Right now, Earth is spinning at over 1,070 kilometers per hour at the equator. That's faster than a bullet train. You don't feel it because everything around you moves with the planet. The oceans, the air, your chair, your coffee mug. But if in an instant that rotation stopped, you wouldn't. Every building, car, tree, and human would be launched eastward at more than 1,000 miles per hour. Skyscrapers would crumble. Oceans would surge inland, forming mega tsunamis hundreds of meters high. The atmosphere itself would keep moving, turning the air into a supersonic hurricane that would tear continents apart. Sounds apocalyptic? That's just the first few minutes. After the chaos settles, something even stranger happens. The day stops. Literally. Half of the Earth would be locked in eternal daylight, burning under the unrelenting sun. The other half would plunge into permanent night, freezing solid as temperatures plummet below 100-degree C. And the narrow twilight zone between the two sides? That's where whatever's left of life might try to cling on. If you think climate change is bad, imagine the atmosphere collapsing into a new equilibrium. Massive convection storms circling the twilight band, constant lightning, endless hurricanes. Now here's a question for you. Do you think humans could find a way to survive in that twilight region? Maybe build new cities there? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know how you think civilization could adapt. But let's rewind for a second. Could Earth even stop spinning, scientifically speaking? The short answer, almost impossible. It would require an unimaginable force, like a collision with another planet. Even the impact that created our moon didn't stop Earth's spin completely. It just slowed it and tilted it by 23.5 degrees, giving us our seasons. Still, over billions of years, Earth is gradually slowing down. Tidal friction from the moon is stealing a bit of our rotational energy every day, roughly 1.7 milliseconds per century. That's why days are getting longer, very slowly. In about 100 million years, one day will last 25 hours. So yes, technically, Earth is slowing. But so slowly we'll all be cosmic dust long before it stops. Now imagine if Earth did stop, but gradually, over millions of years instead of instantly. There'd still be massive consequences, but they'd be less dramatic. The magnetic field, generated by Earth's spinning molten core, could weaken or disappear. Without it, we'd lose our shield against solar radiation. Auroras would fade, and solar storms could fry our satellites, power grids, even our DNA. And with a longer day, say 365 days of sunlight, followed by 365 days of darkness, ecosystems would collapse. Plants couldn't photosynthesize, animals couldn't adapt, and global agriculture would fail. It's fascinating and terrifying to think that something as simple as rotation is what keeps everything in balance. If you've made it this far, you're probably wondering, could we ever restart Earth's rotation if it somehow stopped? In theory, not a chance. We'd need to deliver as much angular momentum as the entire planet already has. About 7-29 joules of energy. That's more than all the sunlight Earth receives in 100,000 years combined. Even if humanity harnessed every nuclear bomb ever built, every volcano, and every rocket engine, we wouldn't even scratch the surface. So the truth is, if Earth ever stopped spinning, it wouldn't just end civilization. It would erase the very conditions that make life possible. But here's the poetic part. That constant spin, the silent rhythm we never feel, is what makes every sunrise, every breeze, every ocean wave possible. It's the heartbeat of our planet. And it's humbling to realize that this fragile equilibrium has lasted for billions of years, through impacts, ice ages, and extinctions. We're passengers on a rotating miracle, moving through space at 1,000 miles per hour, and we barely notice. So next time you look at the horizon, take a second to imagine. If the world stood still, would we finally learn to appreciate how lucky we are that it doesn't? Now I want to hear from you. If you had to live on a non-spinning Earth, would you choose the scorching side, the frozen side, or the twilight zone in between? Tell me in the comments below. I'll be reading your answers. And if you enjoyed this deep space thought experiment, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and leave a like to help Curiosity Echo reach more minds who love exploring the cosmos. Until next time, keep wondering, keep questioning, and never stop spinning.